Hello everyone, in this tutorial, you will learn how to make manga edits by yourself. This tutorial will also help you in different style of edits, so you can keep watching even if you don't want to make manga edits.
But before you go into CapCut, you should go into File Explorer to make a new folder to store your edits and materials in. This will help a lot to stay organized and to not make your downloads folder messy. Now you can go into CapCut. You can use older versions too, but I'm using the newest version just for reference. But it's up to your preferences. Here it is. You might get overwhelmed, but CapCut is one of, if not the easiest software to edit in. You'll learn in no time. Now choose a background for your edit. And get the animation of the character that you want.
Get kick.
Then put them in the timeline. You should set the speed so that both of them have the same duration. And then you should use chroma key on the animation so that it doesn't have a green screen behind it. One thing is that some of them have black bars on the edges, so you have to crop them so that they don't show up in the edit. You can also go into the Adjustment tab, which has the settings to change the appearance of a picture or a video. In here you can set the quality of the video preview, which decreases the lag while playing the video. This will not have an effect on the video once you extract it. This is the Effects tab, which is one of the most important aspects of editing. But I have most of the effects that I use in the Favorite tab. This will save you some time. You can either choose to finish putting every clip and then put the effects, but I prefer putting the effects first, because it gives you an idea of what it will look like before the edit is finished. You can see it looks much better. Right here we will need to add a song to the edit. I chose a random one. Now we need to crop the audio to the portion that will be used in the edit. Right here, and now we need to crop it out. After that, we should prepare the audio. You'll see what I mean. I like adding fade in. It just improves the edit in my opinion. We need to sync the clip to the music. This is how you do it. By using the beat detection feature, it is really important and makes it so much easier. You should use some of the effects I use. They work really well for manga edits. Here you can add shakes, although I advise you to finish the keyframes on the clip and add the shakes after. We can also add glitch effects, so that the shakes look better. Now you should add auras, because it makes the character stand out and look good. You'll see how to create auras towards the end of the video. A really important part is making the clip smooth. For this you use the smooth slow-mo feature. Make sure you use it on all of them. For better effects you should put keyframes where the beats are. This will add some variety to the edit. The thing is, you can add keyframes once you use compound clip, but that will ruin the quality of the video. A really important part is putting graphs on the keyframes, either pressing Alt and K or pressing this button. You can choose to put different graphs on the keyframes, but I only ever use one. Make sure you put the same ones on all of them so it looks right. From now you can turn these clips into a compound clip. It's a pretty useful feature. And then you can press pre-process, which will make CapCut not lag while playing the preview. And I recommend putting motion blur on the video, because it makes it look smoother and better in my opinion. Now you can either add your channel's icon, or a text with your name. Either one is fine. And from now, I will add every material I have, because it makes making the next scenes easier in my opinion. Right now I'll teach you how to make a clone effect that is really popular. What you need to do is clone the character to the amount of clones you want and place them under the original character. Then what you need to do is place the keyframes on the start and end of the clip, because you want to make them slide out. And now you can either choose to tilt your clone or to have them slide out. Tilting is a little more complicated, but looks better in my opinion.
Don't forget to add the graphs, they always make it look better. Now you can also change the color of the clones if you want by going to adjustment and then curves.
Now I'm adding a sun overlay just to make it look a little prettier. Now what you need to do is go to blend and choose the brighten option. I'm also gonna put this in a compound clip and zoom the camera to the clones. You put the keyframes on where you put the keyframes before. And now what you need Toto is on the keyframe. Rotate it the opposite way of the direction you put the clone. If it is 20 degrees, make the compound clip rotate negative 20 degrees. And then zoom it to the clone. I forgot in the beginning, but use the wide effect. It makes it look better. And don't forget to put the same graphs as you put in the individual clips. And also motion blur to make it look better. What you can now do is put a transition between the two clips. Make sure it's the one that you downloaded, because CapCut's transitions don't go too well with manga edits. Now a simple way to make a transition is to freeze the last frame of the previous clip and put it in the transition. Now what you need to do is chroma key the outside of the transition, make that in the freeze frame into a compound clip, and then keyframe the inside of the transition. Just like so. And then you can pre-process it if you want. Remember, putting motion blur also pre-processes the clip, so you don't have to press pre-process on a clip that you're gonna use motion blur on anyway. This project was just an example, so I'm going to export it and put it in the edits folder. And I recommend you put that edit and the materials you use for it in a separate folder, because it's a lot more convenient. Now to teach you how to make auras, you will need to go into Alight Motion Premium or a free modded alternative like Aftermotion X on BlueStacks. This is the only time you'll ever use Alight Motion. First you have to import these files into BlueStacks for them to show up on Alight Motion. You will see that a bit later. The first effect you add is chroma key. And change the color to the background color of the animation. Next you add solid color and change it to any color you want. What you can also do is choose a color gradient, but it's not really special. Now the most important effect is called turbulent displace. Make sure to change the values of it to the ones shown here, or try to experiment on your own.
Got the kick.
Now you export and save the video. This is where you import and export files. And done. Hope you enjoyed the video.